Hi guys, and here's another paranormal video, and this one I think by far is probably the scariest one to me, I feel, because this one had to do with my son, and it scared the ever-living shit out of me because I don't know what it is, because kids are like so innocent and everything that they tell you something, and like my son's not very, he's a creative person and all that, but he's not like imaginary friend type and liar type. Like, he's very honest. I don't have a doubt in my mind that this stuff happened. And I am terrified to my core that it did. And I'm thankful so much that I listened to my mother because, like I've said in other videos, she's very good at knowing how to cross over things, get rid of bad things, or get them to subside, or how to, deal with it. And what I wound up doing is doing a St. Michael prayer, like, over and over. Like, it took like maybe an hour of doing multiple types of prayers with the archangels, calling upon them for help, and using frankincense and using sage to get this thing to go away and stop affecting my son. So let me go back and letting you know what the hell this is about. So my son, when he was like younger, probably this happened about, I've been here about 4 years now, so this probably happened more like about 2 or so years ago. And even like one of my best friends, she lived upstairs. She doesn't any longer, but I told her about this, and she came downstairs, and she was totally freaked out too, because she knows how my son is. He was telling me, like, when I would have my thing, like cleaning up, or I would be in my bedroom, like putting away laundry. He'd be in the living room. He'd be coloring, drawing, watching his cartoons, playing with his toys, doing his thing. I mean, we're in a very small apartment. He's like just right there. I can hear him if there's anything. He'd come in here if he needs anything. He did some drawings first that kind of got me to ask some questions that kind of led to the story that I found out about. He was drawing these pictures that were not the normal of what he normally drew, and they were very, very creepy, and I wish I could find them. I think I destroyed them because they scared me so much, and I didn't want any type of reminder, and I just wanted them the fuck out of my house because they creeped me out so bad. But it's like something like Out of the Ring, or why is it with kids? It just scares you so much more. But he had these drawings that were all black with like crayon, except for like these faces with just big mouth teeth, and maybe like teeny little eyes, no nose or nothing, but just big teeth, and everything else was all black. And it was just creepier than hell. Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute because I'm in front of my window. So anyway, and my son had told me basically that what had happened is that he was getting visited whenever I was not in the room, or I was like, whatever, not near him. He was getting visited by this wolf that he was playing with, or dog thing. I'm thinking like a hellhound type thing, because it doesn't sound good to me. And a man without a face. Now, kids seem like they accept things a little bit more, and that's why they don't get too afraid, and I didn't want him to get too afraid of this, so I just kind of was asking him questions. I wish I remembered how I went about it, because I was just asking him questions and being like, yeah, honey, yeah, really? Like, tell me more about your friend, type of thing, trying to not alarm him that this is scary and, making him scared. And it breaks my heart now, because now he's always scared. He says he's always hearing growling in his room. And I'm constantly saging and smudging that room. I'm constantly trying to cleanse that room. I even feel like there's times where I don't even feel safe with him alone in that room, that I take him out and I put him in my bed with me, because I just don't feel like I want him alone in that room. And I don't think it's specifically his room, because it used to be more my room, but it seems like it's moved more towards his room now lately. But anyway, going back, he said one time, I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't, right there. I must have been like in my room doing something, or like in the kitchen or something. But he said that it was in his room, and it had gone through the wall like a portal, and it was trying to beckon him. Like, he didn't say beckon, but like that's what my word is. It was trying to, like, get him to come, like, come play with us. You can just leave for a little while and come back. Thank God. Who knows what happened? Who knows? I mean, nothing might have happened at all. But my son, said, no, I'm not going anywhere without my mommy. I've told him always about stranger danger and all this stuff. Why are you talking to some fucking spirit demon thing, whatever the hell this thing is? This man with no fucking face in my house, and drawing these demonic pictures, and then this wolf type thing, dog, black thing. He said that he would play with it in the living room, and I'm like, a dog? We don't have a dog. Like, he would talk about this dog, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. We have no animals at all in this house. None. And it's weird now because he's terrified of big dogs now. And I don't know if this is stemmed from the 2 years ago, because now he's 5. This was like, you know, about when he was like 3.5, you know, maybe like 2.5, 3, around that time, a little bit younger. And, oh my God, it just terrifies me to think, like, what if there was like some portal that they went into and they were trying to take my son with them? Like, or what the hell were they trying to do? Like, befriend my son? Like, you know how, like, those stories where, like, they have imaginary friends and they're like spirits and they try to befriend the kids, and then it turns into something bad and dangerous down the line. It just really, it seems really unreal to me, even as I tell the story. And you can believe what you want, it's fine. I'm just going to tell these stories as if you do, because it's up to you. It's your interpretation of whatever. But please let me know if you've ever had an experience like this. If you have children or nephews or sisters, brothers, anything, you know, with younger children that you've had around that have ever had some weird experience with, like, an imaginary friend that wasn't, like, imaginary in a good way, but a bad way. And since nothing's happened, it kind of, like, seemed like it kind of weaned off and went away. He just started talking less and less about it. And I just maintained, like, checking on him a lot more frequently. Like, he would just be so good, like, by himself. Like, he would, I mean, I could literally just be in this room and, like, folding laundry for an hour, and he would still be in the same spot, not getting into anything. He's just such a good kid, so I wouldn't really have to worry about checking on him that much. And he would always come see me if he needed something, and I could just holler, you know, really loud, just through the, you know, my door, and be like, hey, you know, what's up? And we would play a game for a little while. We were doing Marco Polo. I go, Marco, he go, Polo, back, you know, just so I know everything's alright, you know, he's still breathing, he's alive, yeah, he's fine. You know, but he'd be just coloring or, you know, taking a nap or something in the other room, and I assumed he's alright. Or he'd be playing in his bedroom, and I assumed he would be okay, and I'd be out in the living room or something, thinking, alright, he's just playing in his room, doing whatever. And here he is, he's playing with some fucking demon wolf and some man without a face. Like, not exactly what you're expecting. So this is a shorter little story time, paranormal story time, but this was the experience with my son and his little imaginary friend that was really scary. And thank God this whole thing went away. I'm hoping to have nothing like this ever happen again, and I hope that whatever is in this home, I thought I saw something else in the corner of my eye, I'm sorry. It's probably just me thinking of this stuff. But anyway, if you have ever experienced anything like this, please let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear your stories. Again, I have some more paranormal videos to post up, and I'll have them up as soon as I can. So thank you again for coming by and watching my video. Thank you.